Hi, I'm Maeve. From our immersive screen project, I felt one of the key takeaways was understanding what kind of media and narrative would be told in a 360-degree format and how to adapt a narrative to a 360-degree format, and specifically with our story of a conspiracy theorist, understanding how to build an environment so it felt like you were inside the environment with the person and you actually benefited from being able to look around at this space rather than just feeling like you are getting the same out of it that you could be on a flat screen with a standard lens. I think the strengths and weaknesses of our work was that we were able to capture the environment quite well, and especially a lot of the character that we played felt very true to our narrative that we were trying to present and felt true to the story that we are trying to tell. But I think some technical faults we had and some things that we would adjust would be such as the framing of the camera and also trying to get more shots in. I think overall our team went pretty well, and the edit matched the vibe that we were trying to go for the narrative and for the mockumentary. And I think the main takeaway from the screening was that people found it entertaining and engaging and felt that the edit very much kept the pacing quite well. And overall, it felt like that fit well, but we could have used some extra components like graphics, or we could have also possibly benefited from just having more shots or more diverse shots throughout, rather than having a big monologue to be most of the actual mockumentary itself. Thank you.
One of my key takeaways from this project was learning how important planning and collaboration are when creating an immersive screen narrative. Because we were working with a 360-degree video format, we had to think carefully about where the audience's attention would be and how the environment could contribute to the story. It was interesting seeing how different immersive storytelling is compared to traditional filmmaking. A major strength of our project was the concept itself. The mockumentary style worked well with the story of a man who believes in conspiracy theories, and the 360 format made the audience feel like they were in his life. Personally, I was responsible for the acting of the video, as well as helping with the scene setup for the production during the filming. This gave me a better understanding of both the performance and the technical side of our project. One of the weaknesses was that our pacing wasn't the best. We could have worked on maybe having a few more scenes or having the original first scene be a little shorter to be able to include other aspects to help engage on the 360 style of the video. Overall, I think we performed well, and our overall idea was successfully showcased in our 360 video, creating an engaging, immersive narrative.
Hi, my name is Elijah Wilcock, and I was the video editor for our immersive project titled A Day in Delusion. As the video editor, my role was to collect and organize the audio and video files and then put them into a sequence of the best takes to best display our intention. My key takeaways were mainly the importance of what goes above and below the camera, as sometimes I had difficulties editing out the tripod or microphone due to the non-uniformity of what they were on or the amount of space they took up in the frame. Another issue I ran into was when handling the sound. I had problems when importing it into Premiere Pro and had to reteach myself all the different aspects of spatial audio and work out backwards how to fix it. I think the strength of my work was being able to set up the events so that they flowed seamlessly enough to capture the essence of being in a space with someone like that, as was intended. I believe the team worked very well together and we all pulled our weight and did what was expected of us. And when everything came together, I was very happy with the product that we produced together.
Hi, my name is Jamie, and my role in this project was editing and putting together the behind the scene footage and assembling the final reflection video. So I was involved in the early stages coming into the present initial ideas and progress updates. One of the biggest things we had to work through early on was finding a clear direction for the character and the tone of the mockumentary. And once we landed on the conspiracy theorist mockumentary concept, I think everything clicked into place. So what I think worked really well was the VR format and how it suited the idea perfectly. The 360 space and audio pulls you into the paranoia of the character. My teammates also did an amazing job with the den set and all the filming, as well as the acting. It was really visually immersive. So from what I heard from the screening, the pacing landed well. Though feedback pointed to needing more diverse shots and variety, and the camera height being a little too high. when viewing it in the VR headset for shorter viewers, which is a really valuable technical lesson for next time. If I could do this assignment again, I'd get more involved in the production side earlier, not just editing or post-production, because I think there's a lot you can learn by being in the room doing the filming and using the equipment.